Luna sprinted through the rain, clutching a glowing white flower against her chest as the petals trembled in her hands. Faster, the flower whispered. Its tiny voice shook with fear.
Dying.
She's dying. Her small feet splashed through puddles as thunder cracked above the city. Ahead of her, a black luxury car was trapped in traffic, its headlights cutting through the storm. Inside, an elderly woman gasped for breath. The driver shouted, "Move the car," but the road was blocked. Luna ran straight to the window and knocked hard. Inside sat Alexander Reed, the city's most feared CEO. His sharp eyes turned toward the drenched little girl. "Go away," he snapped. Luna shook her head. "The flower said your mother needs help now." Alexander's face darkened. "What nonsense is this?" Then his mother suddenly clutched her chest. Her breathing became shallow. The driver panicked. "Sir, she's getting worse." Luna lifted the glowing flower. "Please trust me." The old woman's eyes slowly opened. She looked at Luna and whispered weakly, "Let her help." Luna gently placed the flower on the woman's wrist. The petals glowed brighter. "Sleep and breathe," Luna whispered to the plant. Within seconds, the woman's breathing steadied. Alexander froze. The storm outside seemed to go silent. "How did you do that?" he asked. "The plants told me what to do," Luna said simply. Alexander stared at her, unsure whether to be angry or amazed. Then he nodded slowly and gestured for her to follow him. Luna obeyed quietly, clutching her grandmother's hand as they walked toward the Reed mansion. At the mansion, the air shifted. Roses trembled, vines crept along the marble floor, and the ancient oak in the center of the garden creaked as though greeting her. "She has returned," it whispered. Luna stopped in her tracks, wide-eyed. Alexander noticed. "What is it?" he asked. "The plants, they know me," Luna whispered. Inside, Alexander's mother, now stabilized, insisted on seeing Luna. Her eyes fell on the small necklace around the girl's neck. Tears filled her gaze. "That necklace," she whispered. "It belonged to my granddaughter." Alexander froze. "What?" The grandmother stepped forward, her voice trembling. "Years ago, I found Luna as a baby beside a broken garden wall after a fire. No one came for her. The necklace was all she had." Alexander's expression hardened, but his curiosity grew. Then the aunt appeared, sneering. "A street child cannot belong to this family," she hissed. "Do you really think she is your granddaughter?" Luna's stomach twisted. She looked at her grandmother. "Am I really causing trouble?" she whispered, voice small. "No, child," her grandmother replied, holding her close. "Sometimes truth frightens wicked people." That night, Luna lay in the mansion garden. The ancient oak creaked, its leaves rustling like whispered words. "You are the little princess they lost," it said. Luna's heart pounded. Could it be true? The next days brought tension. The aunt and her son began actively moving against Luna. Fake inheritance papers appeared, and they accused the grandmother of a scam. Alexander wrestled with doubt. "I only wanted to help," Luna whispered one evening, tears streaming down her cheeks. Alexander knelt before her. "You saved my mother. I owe you more than suspicion," he said gently. Meanwhile, the plants worked in their own secret ways. A rose bush revealed a hidden family portrait, half buried in the soil. Vines tripped the cousin as he attempted to destroy evidence. The mansion's garden seemed alive, with quiet protection. The conflict escalated further when Alexander's mother collapsed again. Doctors said she might not survive until morning. Luna's eyes widened. The ancient oak's leaves shivered as it whispered, "Only the moon blossom can save her. It blooms at midnight in the old greenhouse ruins." Alexander insisted on accompanying her. "Why are you helping us so much?" he asked softly as they walked through the ruins. "Because no family should lose someone they love," Luna replied, hugging the glowing petals to her chest. At midnight, the moon blossom began to bloom, its soft silver light illuminating the broken greenhouse. Luna reached toward it, but the ant appeared suddenly, snatching the flower from its root. "Not so fast," she hissed, greed glittering in her eyes. The greenhouse erupted in chaos. Vines twisted, and wrapped around her wrists. Roses swarmed to protect Luna. Alexander finally realized the truth. "You knew all along, didn't you?" he demanded. The aunt's eyes darted to the floor. I did it for the inheritance," she admitted, her voice trembling. Luna carefully retrieved the moon blossom, cradling it gently. They rushed back to the mansion. Placing the flower near the elderly woman's heart, Luna whispered softly to it. Slowly, her breathing evened, and her eyes fluttered open. "My princess," she whispered, voice quivering. DNA tests confirmed Luna was the missing granddaughter of the Reed family. The household staff bowed as the truth became clear. Alexander's mother hugged her tightly, tears streaming down her face. The aunt was removed from the household, powerless to undo the damage she had caused. Luna turned to her grandmother. "Can she stay with me?" she asked softly. "She is family too," Alexander said with a warm smile. Months later, the mansion garden had transformed into a sanctuary. Children ran between flower beds, and flowers seemed to hum in quiet joy. Luna moved among them, whispering and listening to the plants as they guided her hands, telling her where the sick needed care or where a garden needed tending. The roses leaned toward her, their petals soft and bright. The sunflowers stretched tall and proud. Every plant seemed alive with happiness. Luna, the little girl who once sold flowers by the roadside, had become the heart of a family that had once lost its soul. She smiled as a small lavender plant whispered in her ear, "Princess Luna is home." And she knew, finally, she had found where she truly belonged.